Hey, awesome friends. I am Awesome Danny, and this is the CIVIVI Bluetick folding knife. And before we continue, I do want to thank CIVIVI for sending this out for review. It's just so much fun to do. This is a little bit different, than the usual stuff we feature on this channel, but I do want to expand a little bit. I am a big fan of portable tech and like everyday carry kind of stuff. I've actually carried a knife for ever. Like this knife that I usually carry, just some cheapo snap-on knife. I actually been carrying for a very long time. This knife is probably almost as old as my son is. But recently I decided to look into something a little bit better, because the knives I carried was always something like at work that I picked up at work or somebody gave to me, and it was just like nothing that I ever put a thought into, but I used a lot. So I was just like, man, if I jump down the audio rabbit hole, why not check out something else that I'm interested also? So that brought us to the knives. So I reached out to We Knives, who makes CIVIVI, and they said, sure, we'll let you take a look at one of our knives. They didn't ask that I say anything in particular, just to, share my opinion and my thoughts on the product with you guys. All right, so getting into the Bluetick itself, it is, when not on sale, because it currently is on sale, not on sale, it's around $65. When I last checked, it was $55. There will be links in the description if you want to go ahead and go check those out. So the Bluetick's blade. Let's start with the blade. It is 14C 20AN steel, which is something that you see in like more budget oriented knives. So this blade was very sharp right out of the box. Like I accidentally, because I'm not used to, carrying this big of a blade. Blade is just under 3.5 inches long. Some of you guys might know how long that is. And when I went to go close it, like right after I got it, I accidentally touched the tip of the blade, barely touched it, and I cut myself. Yeah, skill issue. And now moving on to the handle. The handle is made out of G10 material, which is a mixture of fiberglass and epoxy resin. The handle on this is textured, but not rough. Like there's a good amount of grip to it, but it's not like crudely done. It's done well, so it doesn't feel uncomfortable to use. Handle on its own is 4.7 inches, so just under 5 inches. And some of you guys might know how long that is. So overall, with the blade deployed, this comes in at just over 8 inches, about 8.17 inches. And some of you guys might know how long that is. Lucky motherfucker. I really like how with it closed or blade deployed, it feels like a singular solid piece. There's no flex, even though the handle is quite thin, and there's no rattling, no loose parts. Everything is just built very well and secured very well. With it being a knife, I wasn't expecting much as far as packaging and unboxing goes, but you actually get some stuff, which was cool. There's a little box which has a nice little case with a zipper, for storage. The inside is lined with a nice soft material. And then you get a couple stickers, some paperwork, and a cleaning cloth. So very nice touch. I mean, every time I've gotten a knife before, it was just like in a blister pack, like here's your knife. And it's like, but it's in a blister pack. I need a knife to get my knife. And then you get that, the old knife you're replacing, and the knife's like, what's my purpose? And then you're just like, your purpose is to allow me to access your replacement. Getting kind of deep there for no reason. Moving on. So let's go ahead and get into my experience carrying this knife. I've had it for over a week now, I think. And like I said, I carry a knife all the time. My local laws allow me to conceal carry a sword if I wanted to. It literally says a blade of any length can be opened or concealed carry. Imagine me walking around with like a sword in my pants, and it's just like a stiff, like it's just down my pant leg, and just, maybe I should do that. Let me know in the comments if you think I should get a sword and conceal carry it. So overall, Bluetick is bigger than I'm used to carrying. It's definitely a little bit heavier, blade is longer, deployed overall, the knife is bigger, but it didn't feel out of place. Like, it was fine. I adapted quickly. I didn't have any issues there. Sometimes I wish that the handle was a little bit thicker or maybe a little bit rounded, just had a little bit more instead of just being flat. That way it would give you a full grip, you know, a more full grip. But overall ergonomics on this knife is pretty good. Like, I'm able to just, you know, full 4-finger grip easily. The knife is very easy to use. Its ergonomics are great. It's not heavy or too lopsided. It's very well balanced. Like, it doesn't feel like there's too much into the blade or too much into the handle. Well balanced. And a big thing was that it's very easy to like pull out and deploy the blade with one hand, because most of the time I don't think ahead. If I'm gonna do something and then I'm like, oh, I need a knife, I'm already holding something or in the middle of something, so I have to like reach, pull out the knife, deploy, and then use. Most of the time, like I said, I'm not thinking ahead. So it being easily one hand usable for me was a big plus. One thing is though, I'm not used to the blade being so heavy. So sometimes when I would go to deploy, I'll get like a little halfway deployment instead of a full one. Like, I had to get used to just putting a little bit of extra. It's not like it takes a lot. I'm just not used to it. So overall, I really like this knife. This is going to be basically my everyday carry for the near future. Like, it just completely replaced anything else. I am looking into purchasing some sets from CIVIVI as gifts, like for, you know, my brother-in-law, my dad, and stuff like that. Father's Day, Christmas, birthday, since all of us carry a knife basically all the time. And like, for example, my dad uses it for work a lot. I'm looking at picking up some extras just as gifts, because I know they'll get use. So that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. I know this is not the usual audio related equipment review, but like I said, I want to branch out. Also, I know a lot of you guys are going to jump into the comments and ask audio related questions about the knife. Like, as soon as I posted it on Twitter, it already happened. Like, I posted a picture and somebody commented, how are vocals on it? So I said, sharp. So go ahead, give me your best shot. But until next time, I am Awesome Danny, and you stay awesome, friends. Bye.